Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be comparing the ECOVACS DEEBOT X11 Omni with the Yeedi S20 Infinity. If you're interested in either of these robot vacuum and mops, or you want to find out more about them, the link to them will be in the video description. Let's go ahead, let's take a look at both units. We'll go over the similarities and differences. We'll start with the top of the stations here. Both have the same clean and dirty water tanks. Don't believe me? Well, just take a look here. They're interchangeable with each other, right? So those can be swapped. And the dirty water tanks can be swapped. So nothing different there with those parts and components. Moving further down, you'll notice we have the exact same self-empty dustbin here. Obviously, we have the ECOVACS blue branding and the Yeedi red branding, but watch as we swap those tanks, you'd never be able to tell besides the color giving it away. So everything so far is interchangeable. Slight design difference, right, with the colors internally and on the handle here. On the side, we have the same removable cover, same inside as well too for both of the stations here. Both have dual solution tanks. Again, only difference is the color-coded ECOVACS blue and the Yeedi red. No extra accessories or anything else like that included with either of them. Literally the same. And yes, you can swap them. Identical. And that brings us to the vacuums as well. So take a look here. We'll position both of them. They're the same form factor, size. The only difference here is your main power button and control. So ECOVACS has their Yeeko voice assistant. We do not have a voice assistant on the Yeedi version. Now, the irony of all this is the last couple generations, this design should be on the Yeedi because they literally have a Y in their name. So ECOVACS should have this button and control, and the Y should go to the Yeedi brand. I don't know if anybody's listening from ECOVACS, but they should absolutely change this design in the future. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. So the covers are not replaceable only because of the different control button, but everything else underneath is identical. Same layout, same controls. Again, it's just different colors. But the dustbins are swappable. You'd never know the difference between the two or anything along those lines at the top of the vacuum. If you can see, both vacuums stacked on top of each other, they're identical. They both have the same AVI 3D technology, and I see the same exact sensors in each, but it is worth noting that there is no live video monitoring for the Yeedi, but it appears to still have all the cameras and sensors. They've just disabled that from a software standpoint. You get that feature with the ECOVACS. Same side brush, again, there's just different color, but same sensor suite here, but we have no voice assistant and no live video monitoring on our Yeedi, even though it appears we have all the same hardware for the live video monitoring. And that takes us to the underside, and everything is the same here, no noticeable differences. Same mop roller, same main brush roller and system, same climbing, same side brush, omnidirectional, same locations for all the cliff sensors. Everything on here, again, interchangeable if you want. You can literally swap these components out. It really just comes down to a color preference between the brands versus any sort of physical hardware change between both of these models. And yes, same thing for the dirty water tanks. You can mix and match those between both vacuums. And I don't think I showed it earlier. Same trays as well too. Can be swapped on both. So where does that leave us in regards to performance? Well, having used both of these vacuums, here's what I can tell you. Day to day, you won't notice any sort of measurable difference. I wouldn't be able to tell in a blind test at my house which one ran which day. It's not like this one's exceptionally better at carpet vacuuming or mopping versus the S20. Honestly, in all of our testing, they're within any sort of reasonable margin of error. The only thing we did notice is the X11 navigated a little bit better around this one red dog bone that we test. Wasn't perfect, but it was a little bit better. I have no idea if that's related at all to having the live video monitoring with the camera versus this one not having it with it not being enabled, even though it appears to still have the camera. So I don't know if there's a software limitation there, but that really is the key difference between both of these vacuums. This one has voice assistant if you want to use it. They both work with third-party and Matter controls. But this one has OK Yeeko built in with their voice assistant. So you have that option with the X11, and it has live video monitoring. Outside of that, maybe we've missed something. We can't tell a difference between these two. So you can buy whatever one is most affordable at the time of your consideration and save a couple of bucks, unless, for example, let's say this one's more expensive and you wanted the live video monitoring and voice assistant, well, then that's going to be your decision. But if you don't care about those features or don't plan on using them and you can save hundreds of dollars, that's where the S20 from Yeedi is going to come into play.